Good afternoon, Fin fans, and welcome back to another episode of AT Fins News. Today, we're going to be discussing the continued Miami Dolphins head coaching search, as well as the latest news surrounding the Miami Dolphins around the NFL. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it, shall we? So, I'm sure a lot of you have heard over the weekend, Brian Daboll accepted the New York Giants head coaching position job. So, he is effectively removed from the potential head coaching candidates from the Miami Dolphins. And I just went on Twitter, social media, some YouTube communities just to see Finn fans' reaction to the Brian Daboll going to the New York Giants hire. And man, a lot of people are upset about Brian Daboll taking the job over Miami. A lot of people are saying it was Miami's fault because we didn't even offer him a contract. And he would have done wonders for Tua. He would have brought Ken Dorsey with him, even though you don't even know if that's a for sure thing. I'm just here to tell you guys, we all just need to relax a little bit. Even though I know Brian Daboll is the hot commodity of this year, and a lot of our Finn fans wanted him as the coach just so he can maybe help Tua develop. But at the end of the day, he didn't want to be a Miami Dolphin head coach, and the worst thing Miami Dolphins could do as an organization would be to bring in a coach that isn't fully invested in this team and in this organization to help build a winner. So, in retrospect, I mean, I'm not too disappointed about the Brian Daboll not choosing Miami Dolphins or us not offering him a contract because, like I said in my previous streams, I'm kind of over the first-time head coach. I mean, I know all signs are pointing to Mike McDaniel right now as our new head coach. But again, I'm not sold on it. If he does become our head coach, he is well respected in the NFL community. A lot of people hold him in high regards. Kyle Shanahan being one of them. He is beloved by him. He's beloved by the 49er players. I mean, I know Kittle had something done in his contract stating that as long as he's here, he wants Mike McDaniel to be running the offense or being the run game coordinator. So that's saying something. That means players really enjoy playing for him as well. So if at the end of the day, if we end up going that route as a first-time head coach and it's Mike McDaniel, I'm still going to support this team. I'm still going to root for them. I'm going to have optimism for the future, hope. But as far as the Brian Daboll thing, I just didn't get why so many Finn fans were so upset when he was in Miami. Our offense was lackluster with Tannehill. The only thing he's really getting credit for as far as in the NFL community is Josh Allen, but Bills fans and the Bills in the organization or the people in that organization are not even giving him credit for the Josh Allen improvement. So they're giving it more to Ken Dorsey. So as far as him being able to come to Miami and fixing Tua, if that's who we keep as quarterback, I didn't really have any optimism for that. So him choosing the Giants really doesn't hurt me or affect my opinion on the Miami Dolphins organization at all. So I think it's just time to move on, guys. I mean, there's no reason to harbor any ill will towards the man. He got the job he wanted, his first choice. Adam Scheffler came out late last week and said Brian Daboll's first choice was the Giants anyway, and the Dolphins were the second choice. He really wanted to work with Daniel Jones, so he got what he wanted, and wish him luck in New York. Hopefully he can build a winner, but it's time to move on from him. And another crazy thing that started happening yesterday during the championship games, it was kind of wild to see. First, it was reported that Jim Harbaugh interviewed for the Vikings yesterday, so that was the first kind of feather in the cap to fall. And then later on, Armando Salguero came out on Twitter and put out a tweet that he has a source that used to work with the Dolphins organization, but he's still plugged in with them. And he informed Armando that either today, which is Monday, or Tuesday, Jim Harbaugh was going to announce to Michigan that he will no longer be the head coach for the University of Michigan, and he plans to go coach in the NFL. And by supposedly, this is what the reports are stating on by Friday, the Dolphins are going to do everything in their power as far as Stephen Ross goes to bring in Jim Harbaugh and make him the next head coach for the Miami Dolphins, which, in my opinion, that's the coach that we all should be wanting. I mean, he's a proven winner. He's won everywhere he went, guys. Even if you go back to his San Diego days, he coached a small school out of San Diego, and he made that program a great program in a short amount of time. And then after he went from San Diego, he moved to Stanford. Stanford was primarily a hard school to win anything at. It's high academics, and he turned that program around in a few years. I mean, he made that thing go, and they never were as good as they never have been as good since Harbaugh left. Even though they had Coach Shaw there, and he's done a phenomenal job, but never really at that level, that Harbaugh made him with Andrew Luck. He recruited him. So, and then not only that, he gets his NFL shot, and that's when Stephen Ross was all in on Harbaugh those years when Tony Sparano was the coach. Even though Tony Sparano was under contract, Stephen Ross still flew his private jet to meet Harbaugh and try to lure him to Miami, which obviously he didn't choose. He went to San Francisco, and the rest is history there. San Francisco went on to go to 2 NFC championship games, went to a Super Bowl, lost to the Ravens, but they got there. So he's a proven winner everywhere he goes. So if the Dolphins can truly lure Jim Harbaugh to our team, I mean, all the Fin fans should be just ecstatic by that. Just from seeing the candidates, like I said, the favorite was Mike McDaniel, first-time head coach. The Kellen Moore, first-time head coach, but all signs are pointing to him staying in Dallas, as well as we already know Dan Quinn was on the top of our list, but he chose to stay in Dallas as well. I thought Dan Quinn could have actually been a really good upgrade from Brian Flores, just because he's been there, done that. He's not a first-time coach. He's proven he can build a staff around a team and become a winner. He went to obviously he was at the Falcons when they went to the Super Bowl and were up by the 28-3 to the Patriots, and then the Patriots roared back and beat them, obviously. But he's been there. He's been to the Super Bowl. As a head coach, he's done that. Another name, it's just so weird to me that our team has not wanted to interview Doug Peterson. I mean, I feel like it's a no-brainer with Doug Peterson. He's a head coach. He's been a head coach. He took the Eagles to the Super Bowl. He ran a little bit of RPO that year when they won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles and Carson Wentz. So he has that aspect. So just in case we do keep Tua and he's our future, at least he has some familiarity with that offense, so he can wrinkle it in to the offense he truly wants to run. So for maybe later this week we'll hear that Doug Peterson's on our list again. Got on our list, because if not, then you're looking at just Mike McDaniel. Like I said, if it is Mike McDaniel, all the power to him. I mean, he's a young coach. Maybe he'll be one of those geniuses like a Kyle Shanahan or a Sean McVay. Even like a Cliff Kingsbury, even though he didn't really win in college, but he's done some good things for Arizona. So maybe that's what they're trying to lean towards, a young coach like that to just bring energy into the fan base and the franchise. But if we're not going that route, Stephen Ross, I mean, earlier whenever we did fire Flores, I was really critical about Stephen Ross's comment he made, how he wasn't going to be the one to take Harbaugh from Michigan because Michigan got a good thing going right now. I know he's an alum from Michigan. I know he's a huge supporter of Michigan. But this is your organization. This is your baby. The Dolphins organization is your baby. And for you to say you don't want to take Harbaugh away from Michigan, where's your loyalty at? I mean, this is your business right here. Don't you want, from all signs, Ross is desperate to get a Super Bowl before, he leaves this earth. I mean, he's getting up there in ages of, I believe, 81 or 80. So, I mean, if you're that desperate, why wouldn't you go out and try to get the best possible coach that you can get, right? But the fact that Harbaugh already interviewed with the Vikings, it's kind of like maybe Harbaugh doing it to not get so much backlash from Michigan, to allow Stephen Ross to save face there. That's what a lot of fans and a lot of people on social media and the YouTube communities are saying about it. So that's what we can hope for. If Stephen Ross can pull this off, where Harbaugh is the next head coach for the Miami Dolphins, then kudos to him. I mean, he made up for his mistake, from firing Flores. So kudos to him if he can pull that off. But as far as me, there is a lot of smoke with Harbaugh right now. I mean, if you just go to Twitter, you see a lot of beat writers talking about Harbaugh, and when there's smoke, there's fire, obviously. But I'm more of like a wait and see guy. Let's just hold off. Let's stop starting rumors. Everyone just wait and see, and maybe by the end of this week we'll get some answers to the questions we have, right? So let's just hold out hope. If we can go get Harbaugh, by all means, that's where everyone in the franchise, everyone in our fan base should be leaning towards. Just because he's a no-nonsense guy. He can build a program at any level. He can, he gets the players wanting to play for him. So, and whatever he says is going to go. I mean, for the fans that didn't like Flores because of his antics and how he talked to his team, Harbaugh's going to be worse than Flores in that sense. I mean, Harbaugh's going to want to come in here and control every aspect of the game. Chris Greer's going to probably have to relinquish control of pretty much everything. He'll be there, but as an assistant maybe. But Harbaugh's going to want full control of everything, and I don't see why Stephen Ross wouldn't give it to him. I mean, he's given full control to guys like Adam Gase. Flores didn't really have full control. It's more of like a collective effort. But Flores was the dominant, alpha male in that room. So he pretty much, Chris Greer would give Flores what he wanted, So I don't see how when Harbaugh gets here, whatever he wants, whatever he thinks is going to go. And Chris Greer really is not going to have a say in it. But if it's Harbaugh and we get him in that control, at least he's a proven commodity that you can win with that guy as at the head of your organization, right? So, but like I said, guys, it's just going to be a wait and see. Let's not get our hopes up because these reports are out there with Harbaugh. I want to get my hopes up. Trust me, guys. I want to celebrate and finally think we got a proven coach that can bring a proven staff in and help this team just get better. Because let's be real, our coaching staff, besides our head coach with Flores, I mean, it was just, we had bad assistant coaches, bad position coaches that if Harbaugh comes in, or even Mike McDaniel, and they can build a legitimate staff and help these players grow into themselves, we can have something here, right? So let's just hope that the Dolphins finally make the right choice as our head coach, and we can move on from all this drama from the offseason. And it hasn't even been the offseason for every team, but for the Dolphins, it's been about a month of offseason already, and it's just been a dumpster fire. But I'm not going to get on here and talk bad about the team. Just hope that the organization can finally get it right with this head coach, and we can build on that instead of getting rid of these guys every 2 to 3 years and starting back from square one. That's not what we need here. We need to have a sustained head coach, a coach that can be here for 8 to 10 to 12 years, because, I mean, as fans, we're all sick of having to do this every 2 to 3 years. It's like a replay we're watching, like it's starting to get old. We need to get some new life in here. We need to get some camaraderie. We need a coach to stay here for 10 to 12 years. That's what we need to build a sustained winner. But other than that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to jump on and give you guys a quick video regarding the head coaching search that's continuing on. And just the latest Dolphin news as far as hearing about Jim Harbaugh now finally. We've all been waiting to see reports about Jim Harbaugh going to Miami or maybe even the chance to get him. I mean, it was real quiet on that front, which I thought was weird. But we finally got some information last night. We're getting information for the beat reporters today. So the smoke is building, and let's just see if we can go out and get that big fish that we've all wanted. But other than that, guys, I'll be back. If anything breaks as far as our head coaching search, I'll be back during the week. If not, I will be on Friday. I will be making a show regarding the latest Dolphin news of what's been going on. But other than that, guys, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thanks for the support. We see this channel growing organically, which I love to see. If you guys can just hit that like button, please. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you can hit that subscribe button so we can get more and more people joining this channel and building a community from scratch. It's a beautiful thing. But thanks for the support, guys. I love it, each and every one of y'all. Fins up. I'm out. Peace.